What's up, YouTube? It's Nick again. I thought I'd take a little break from toolbox tours and tool bag tours and do something a little bit different. Let you guys know about another hobby that I have, and that hobby is collecting knives.
I've collected knives for about, at least 25 years now. And I have some going back to the first knife that I ever got from my dad, for fishing and camping and whatnot, to some of the newer knives that I bought myself, a bunch of multi-tools. And I thought I'd do something a little bit fun today, because we've been talking a lot about, at least on these tool channels, I hear a lot of guys talking about going to Home Depot and Lowe's and really trying to check out the tools that they have there. Instead of spending so much money on Mac, Snap-on, Matco, Cornwell, all those name brand tools, which, trust me, I absolutely love all those companies. I own some of their tools, and I just can't say enough good stuff about them, but sometimes it's just not practical for, the normal guy or gal to go out and buy, full tool set of Snap-on or Mac tools. So what I thought I'd do is spend just a few minutes going over
The top 4 knives that I've found at Home Depot and Lowe's, and just give you a little bit of my reasoning behind why I like them, kind of some of the styling on them, and really approximate prices. Some of these, I've bought over the last couple of years. They may not still be current at Home Depot or Lowe's, but I'm sure some of them look familiar to you guys, especially if you spend any time in the tool aisles. But what I wanted to do was start just by showing you the first in the lineup, and really that's going to be this little Milwaukee. It's called the Fastback. You can kind of see on the camera here. And a couple things that I really like about this guy is it's just kind of a solid construction. It's made from that non-slip hard plastic grip, I guess. I don't know exactly what else you'd call it. I'll turn it over here. You can kind of see the part number. One thing that initially strikes my fancy on it is it's got that nice little wire belt clip that you notice can be reversed depending on how you like to wear it. So if you like to wear it low in the pocket with the point up, you can do that. Or if you like to wear it low in the pocket, point down, you can do that as well. Some guys like wearing it like this so that when they reach in the pocket, they can pull it out and they can quickly, deploy the blade. This one has, I'm going to show you the feature that it has that I like on it here in just a second. But just to show you the blade itself, you have to press this button here. It's kind of like a safety lock. It will allow the blade to come out. It's decent in width. Let me get a tape measure here and I'll tell you exactly how long it is. Might as well just leave this guy out here for a little while. You can see that this guy is, let's see here, make sure I get it on camera. That's about right. So you can see that tip to tail, it's about 8 inches, maybe just a little bit over 8 inches. So closed, it's about 4.5, I'd say. And it's got a decent little blade on it, nothing super fancy. And guys, I'm not an expert, even though I collect knives. I know ones that I like, and I know when I have a nice quality one. But sometimes, I don't know if they're hollow ground or exactly what level of metal they are. But I do like the tip of this. I've always liked that style, more of that. It's not exactly a Tonto blade, but I do like that little angle. It just adds a little bit of style to it. There's some knurlings up here, so when you're holding it, you can kind of grip it a little bit better. But what I liked about it was you can either choose to push the button, push this little button right here, and, that's only for opening. It's the liner lock. So you'll notice how that piece of metal engages with this portion of the blade, and then it can't close on itself. Push this in, you'll see that it clears the blade, and then you can rock it back and close it up. But I'm going to try and do this on camera to show you one of the cool features about it. If you have it on your hip and you want to open it up one-handed, instead of having to let go and open it with 2 hands because it's got a bit of a spring into it, if you press this button, I'm going to try and not knock anything over here, but if you spring this open, you'll notice that it opens one-handed. That may not have shown on camera, so we'll just see how that goes. But you'll notice I opened it, and that was not trick photography. not that good yet. I open up with a flick of the wrist, and it's just a one-hand opener. So I thought that was kind of cool. I got that kind of setting aside in my back room. Never really had too much of a use for it. I just thought it was cool, and I thought I'd share that one. The second one is this Coast knife. And this is about, oh, by the way, let me go back to this one. I think I got that on sale for like $14.99. So it's approximately $14. So if you're looking on eBay or something like that, it's the Milwaukee Fastback. And if you have any other questions, just feel free to let me know. Hopefully the video quality here continues to be good. Next one up is our Coast. This is about a $10 knife. Nothing super fancy, but what I did like about it is it has this checkered, I think it's called G10 plastic. It's the kind where when it gets wet, it actually stays kind of sticky to the grip, but it's smooth. It's not like rubber, so it doesn't slip in out of your pocket well. It also has just a basic little blade on it. Let's see here. It's about... it too is just about 8 inches long, maybe a little bit shorter than the Milwaukee. And another nice feature on this is that it has this little lock on the back. So now even if you were to try to disengage the liner lock, pay no attention to these wire nuts that just helped them stay up while I was displaying them. It doesn't allow the blade to be closed. So if you're working on it, you can flip that up there, keep your hand on it, and then when you're ready to close it, pull that back, and then you can liner lock it one hand closed. So that's the DX311 from Coast. Oh yeah, one other thing. 3 of these 4 knives that I'm going to show you actually all have belt clips too, which is nice. I'll put them back on display here when I'm done. The next one I found in the electrical aisle, and I didn't even know that Klein was making knives, but a couple kind of cool things about this that I'll show you. The fit and finish on this thing, it's actually like an aluminized metal. It just is a nice looking knife. This was about 18 to 20 bucks at Home Depot. And you'll notice here it's got the nice, not a super low ride clip, but it does have a clip built into it. You'll see Klein tools there. Nothing super fancy about how it opens or anything. It does have the studs, the thumb studs for left or right hand opening. When you open it, you'll notice it's just a standard blade, and it has some knurling up here. Once again, it's a liner lock. You'll notice it does go over about halfway through the bottom of the blade there, so it's pretty secure. And it's just a straight blade. Nothing super fancy. But you might be asking yourself, gee Nick, what are those notches in the very top? Well, as I mentioned, I found this in the electrician's aisle at Home Depot. And what that is notching for different wire gauges. I don't have the packaging that shows, but I'm going to guess that's probably like maybe 14, 12, 10. Something along those lines, maybe 16, 14, 12. But it will work for a couple different things. And I don't do a ton of electrical work, and when I do, I have tools that will strip my wires. But the other thing that I thought was kind of cool about this was that you could use it just for simply cutting string, something that you don't want to swipe your entire blade on, because we all know that running a blade down things in general can dull it fairly quickly. But I thought this one was kind of cool for the money. It seems very stout. Let's see, this guy here is approximately, well, once again, about 8 and a quarter Yeah, about 8¼ inches. Close about 4½, maybe 5. And it's just a nice, it's got a heavy feel to it. Out of the 3 knives that I've shown you so far, this has got the heaviest feel to it. So the Klein Electrician's knife from Home Depot, about $20. You can see there, a little up close of the fit and the finish. And it's kind of like a bronzish color. Klein tools. All right, let me close that guy down for you. The last one that I thought I'd show you is this SOG. And this I got from Lowe's. It was on clearance. I paid $10 for it. Normally I think it was around $30, give or take. And it's the SOG Magna Dot. Now it's pretty light. This plastic, the scales as they call it, on the knife is that same, and I think it's called G10. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. I cannot remember off the top of my head what it's called, but it's the material that when it gets wet, it stays somewhat sticky, so you can, it won't slip out of your hand. But the SOG Magna Dot, a couple things. It's got the double stud open. It's got some nice curvatures here on the blade, and it is a one-hand blade lock opener. And one thing that you'll see here is that it's actually a half serrated, which, to be honest with you, I do like that. I don't do anything crazy that needs a full-length blade. I've always found that having a little serration helps with cutting through twine or little pieces of rope or whatever you need. And I do like that. You'll notice it does have the back lock here, kind of the more traditional style that breaks loose back here. So it's kind of more of a two-hand closer. But it's got a hole for a lanyard, which, by the way, some of the other ones do as well. You'll notice the Milwaukee does here in the back. The Coast has a little one right there you can see through. And this is one thing I did like about it as well, as I show it to you here, is that instead of coming with a belt clip, it actually, for the same price, comes with a case. So nothing fancy, but it does have the belt loop on it. So if you're fishing, you're hunting, whatever, it comes with this extra storage. It's not an extra container that you have to buy. And I thought that was kind of nice for the price. And I'm going to lay these out here best I can. Oh, this guy. This one is about the longest one. It's just about 8.5-ish inches. Maybe it's 8¼ too. Maybe they're all about very similar, same price. It seems, just the way it's styled with the blade, to be a little bit longer. But I'm going to lay these out here, and these are just, once again, what I thought were great buys from Home Depot and Lowe's in regards to just the knife selections that they have. And once again, they're not knife retailers. They don't have knives that are super high-end. And when I find one that's a good deal, or if I notice something about it that I like, I will tend to pick it up, just because, as I mentioned, I have collected knives for quite a while. And I just thought that, you know what, for that price, if you lose it, you break it, something happens to it, sorry about the camera there, you're not too concerned about it. And that's really all I have to say about those knives. Once again, just wanted to do a little bit of a deviation from the tool videos. I plan to do some EDC type videos. I have some kits that I've built. I do want to do a couple of gun reviews. Not a big gun guy, but I do own a few, actually 4 or 5. And just want to share with you guys. So let me know what you think. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll answer the questions best I can. Once again, I'm not an expert. I'm not being paid by these guys. I don't know a ton about them. I decided to share. But just a quick reminder, guys, if you like it, hit the like button. And if you would also comment, like, and comment, like, and subscribe. And we'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye.